Good morning, everyone. This is a little side trip up in Danville. I'm actually in Hampstead. But anyways, this is the ye old cemetery, and says 1740, and it's pretty old. 1740 is pretty old. Anyways, a lot of the markers are just stones now, all washed away, worn. Let's see if we can get in here. Well, the gate actually works, believe it or not. So, here we are. Well, I don't know if these are markers. They're probably just frost heaves. Well, maybe not. No, some of them are stones, but they're all worn down. And people from the mid-1700s are buried in here. Revolutionary War, I would imagine. There was a smallpox epidemic in this area called Hawke, and supposedly ravaged the area, swept through, and probably back then there was probably a few hundred people living in the area, and they died of that, as they did back then. Captain Reuben Hawke, and he died in 1819. There's some pretty old ones in here. Oh, Lucy Hawke. That was probably his daughter or wife. Here's another Hawke, Hannah. So these are all the Hawkes right in through here. Yep, more Hawkes over there. Pretty big family, actually. Dorothy Hawke, wife of Isaiah Hawke. Mr. Israel Hawke, or Isaiah, I guess, maybe. There's a reverend in here, Reverend John Page. He was the pastor for the area, and I'm going to see if I can find his spot. It's a big, big tree here. There was a big tree here once upon a time. Oh, here it is, John Page. Reverend John Page. And he died in 1882, actually. Smallpox. And his wife, 1782. He died in 1782. And this is his widow. And she died in 1820, and she was 75 years old. So she didn't get the smallpox. And I'm sure she probably took care of her husband and didn't catch it. Some people caught it, some people didn't. That's just the way it was. And she lived to be 75 years old. And her name was Mary. So they keep putting I guess those might be original. This one's definitely newer. And that one would have to be newer too. So they updated it. So that's it. And I don't know what this Gar thing means, but it's symbolic of, I thought, a veteran. And I'm sure there's some Revolutionary War soldiers in here. Maybe, who knows. But you can't make out much on the headstones. They've been eaten up pretty much. But the chipmunks are loving it. And these stones are probably the original stones from the original walls. What would happen is in the wintertime the ground would freeze and the stones would come up, and then they would just grab the stones and move them over there onto the wall. But this is a pretty peaceful place. I think if I had a choice, I would want to be in a place like this. Nice and quiet. That way you don't get woken up. No cell phones, no doorbells, no air conditioners, no nothing back then. Man, I kinda wouldn't mind that at all. Less is best, I think. So anyways, that's it. And here's the son, one of the sons of the Pages. And somebody shooting off in the distance there. There's another Page. So the Pages are here. They probably lost a few family members to the smallpox epidemic. And there's some pretty big pine trees in here. But like I said, it's really peaceful. I wouldn't have a problem being in this spot. But they stopped using it back in 1930s or 1940s, I think, was the last time they used it or put someone in here. I don't know where they would be. Maybe they just kept it open. They just didn't really put anyone in here, because there's a couple newer ones right down the street. So anyways, that's it. I don't really know too much about the history here, but this is where our forefathers are. Well, some people's forefathers. My grandparents didn't come over until much later, Irish immigrants. So that's it for me. Have a great day, and love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.